Alright guys, so in the top right hand corner, I started another India ink drawing right in here. Which the first thing I did was I put a wash down, a medium value wash. Now here's the photo it is based upon, and I'm trying to get that so you don't see any glare in it. Maybe you see it like that way better. Looks it, right? So anyway, you see there's the bright horizon. The water is speckled with light hitting it, right? So I wanted to mess around in here and get into like working the Conte on top of the India ink. So I got that India ink there, right? Now I have a bunch of different brushes. You guys are working with this guy, right? The Sumi brush. So I probably should be working with it. But anyway, if you have other brushes, please feel free to use them, okay? So I'm going to mix up a value that wants to be darker down in here. And I'm not going to, we'll see what happens, right? Maybe some white specks come out, maybe some don't, right? And all I'm going to do is go in here like this, right? Now, India ink is weird. It also does something that, sometimes it like bubbles up for some reason, especially when it's right on top of the paper. So all I'm doing is taking this right up, right? And I'm going to probably allow some lighter streaks like that to come through. And then also, what else is going to happen here is that when I go over the Conte with a soft stroke, the Conte will repel the India ink, so it'll come through. You see that there? So that's all I'm going to do there. Now, if you have a really soft brush, you can really do it big time in there. But you want to go in as soft as possible so that the Conte repels the water, right? So there it is again. There it is. There it is. Right? And maybe I bring it up. Oh, I went too much there. And I'm going to go there, and we'll leave it like that. I'm not going to press my luck. All right? So that's that. Now I got to wait for that to dry, right? So now already I can see that I'm closer to the value that's in here, down in here. I've got this idea of light happening up in here. I have it up in there. And I might want to go in along the top and make that a little darker. And while I'm here, maybe I should do that, right? So this isn't far from done. Believe me, far from done, because I want to bring the Conte down into this field, but I have to wait for it to dry. All right? So now I'm going to go in here, right? And I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm just going to go right across. Now I'm getting this nice gray, overall gray, right? And I'm going to go like, okay, maybe one more time. There, so I get rid of those light areas that happened in there. Right there, there, there. And I leave it, and I'm going to let it dry. Now, I have options here. I could, like, say I like that value down there, and I want it to be richer. I could drop in the compressed on top of that. I could drop in a black Conte on top of that, right? And then go in with the white Conte on top of that. The white is the last thing you'd want to do. So this is just a really simple seascape going on, right? So when I look at it now and I see it drying, I go like, totally the whites want to come down. And I'm going to show you how I did that, which is just to push the Conte into the surface, right? And do it, you know, don't line it up like it's soldiers in a marching unit, right? I might go up in here and mess with the white up in here to try to get that soft. I might, because it's so soft up in here, put the Conte down and then try smudging it, right? So you got these two going, that one going, right? This is going to take some time. And then we want to get in here. Now, while the videos are uploading, I'm thinking about this and I'm going like, Jesus, Chuck, this is so complicated. This is not so complicated, right? I think everybody in here could do one of these and have fun with it. Describing the surface of the water, right? Complicated in terms of there's softness going on, there's different types of marks. We talked about over in here, just remembering this, the charcoal pencil with the graphite And so what the graphite is great about is it repels things. So if I went in here on the side, it repels. Yes, you see what's happening in there? The graphite becomes a little bit more apparent because it's repelling the charcoal pencil, right? Because it's metallic, and this is more, it's ash, right? So the metallic thing's going to repel it, which that can be a really beautiful sensation across the bottom. So I'm thinking about bringing this up in here more, which would mean all I have to do is go in here and drop in irregular slanted lines, and let's say I bring it up into here, right? And then maybe I want to bring it down into here a little bit, right? And there. So I did that, and I did it with a little bit of force, and then I go back in here and I go like, all right, let's work that. And it's over here, right? Oh, no. Is it? Okay, up in here. Okay. And I'm just going to like work this, and I'm thinking about how clouds are, fluffy, not stuffy, right? Maybe drop in a mark here to say this is here. And then even some of these in here like this, right? I'll try to find that Tiepolo, the drawings I saw. There you can see the silver from the graphite popping against the really soft charcoal pencil. A little bit rough in here, too much in here, so I think I want to break that down in there, soften that up. Maybe I want to go over in there, right? All right, soften it up somewhat. All right, so you got tons of work on here, right, guys? I'll try to get some. I will work on some. Going to share a video of working the perspective, like the perspective of a dock into the landscape drawing. That should go up next. Might do that in a small one, might do that in a big one. I think the main thing for the landscape drawing is experiment, guys, but experiment with a purpose in mind. Like you want to describe how shadow is in the cloud. You want to describe how light flickers across the surface. You want to describe how trees, limbs come out the trunk of a tree. We can do a drawing like that. I'm totally into that. All right, guys? So hope you're having a great Sunday, and we'll talk to you soon.